Next topic, extraction of metal from their ore. You can observe, now I will give flow chart for you. Ore. The first one method is concentration of the ore. What is the concentration of the ore, sir? Concentration is removal of impurities from their ore. Concentration of the ore is also called dressing of the ore and also enrichment of the ore. To remove impurities from their ore is called concentration of the ore. It is also called dressing of the ore. This concentration of the ore, there are two methods are there. Physical methods and second one is chemical methods. Chemical methods, what is the process here? Leaching process. Leaching method. Here physical methods, there are four physical methods are there. The first one is hand picking. Second one is water washing. Third one is electromagnetic magnetic separation method. Fourth one is floor flotation. These four methods are called physical methods. Okay, what is the hand picking, sir? Here, hand picking means simply first. Now I am taking ore particles, crushing of the ores by using of either grinders, or if you take wall mills, grinders. Okay, with the help of either grinders or wall mills, okay, we can crush out the ore particles. Then the process is called crushing of the ore. Okay, big lumps of ore obtained from earth crust are crushed into smaller pieces with the help of jaw crushers and as well as grinders. Then the process is called crushing of ore. Hand picking means here the selected pieces of the ore are picked by hand. Okay, we can separate the ore particles by using one of the physical properties like size, color, shape. It is picked by hand. It can be possible only there is a variation in size and color. Next one, water washing or lavigation. A crushed ore is washed into stream of water. The lighter impurities are swept away while heavier ore particles settle down. Iron ores and tin ores are concentrated by this method. Iron ores, tin ores can be separated by water washing. Iron and tin ores are separated by water washing or lavigation. Next, it is also called hydraulic washing or gravitation method. Third one is magnetic separation method. What is the magnetic separation method, sir? Now crushed ore is allowed to pass through the moving belt. It is a magnetic wheel. This is a non-magnetic wheel. When a crushed ore particles allowed to pass through the moving belt, some of the ore particles are attracted by the magnetic wheel. Some of the ore particles are away from the magnetic wheel. This is called magnetic ore. Non-magnetic ore. means like sand and clay. In this process, we can separate the magnetic ore from impurities. The powder ore is placed over the leather belt, which moves over two roller, one of which magnet, another one is non-magnet. When crushed ore is passed over the magnetic roller, the magnetic ore particles are attracted by it and fall below it, while impurities are available from magnetic roller. For example, chromite from siliceous gangue, rutile from chloropatite, and wolframite from castrate are separated by this magnetic or electromagnetic separation method. Simply, we can separate the magnetic and non-magnetic ore particles by using of electromagnetic separation method. And another one is Flourth flotation. So what is Flourth flotation, sir? Okay, now I am taking here, this is a container. Okay, now I am taking container, it is filled with water. Here you can observe, add pine oil or ethyl xanthate. This is compressed air blowing to the water. The float is formed. Plus, now I am adding here low grade sulfide ore like zinc sulfide. The low grade sulfide ore particles are attached to the float. Impurities are gangue particles. Settle the bottom of the container. In this method, we can separate. Okay, this is called sulfide ore particles. Low grade sulfide, which is a wetting property. Take a small amount of low grade sulfide ores in a water containing pine oil or ethyl xanthate. When compressed air is allowed to pass through the water, float is so formed. The float is formed. The low grade sulfide ores are attached to the float. Their impurities are settled in the bottom of the container. That impurities are called gangue particles. Okay, this float is separated by the or collected by the collectors and dried. We can separate the sulfide ore particles by using flotation. Simply, this process is commonly used for sulfide ore. It is based upon the different wetting characteristics of ore and gangue particles. The finally powder ore is mixed with water and pine oil or ethyl xanthate or potassium ethyl xanthate collected in a big tank. The whole mixture is agitated with air. The ore particles are wetted with oil, come in the float and taken off, while impurities are wetted with water, settle at the bottom. Once the metal is formed in float, wash and get pure metal. Simply we can separate the low grade sulfate metal from their impurities. Okay, that is called flotation. Thank you. Now, second one is extraction of crude metal. How to extract the metal, sir? This is the first one, concentration of ore. Extraction of crude metal. Here, three types of metals are there. Highly reactive metal, moderately reactive metal, low reactive metals. Okay, highly reactive metals like potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium and aluminum. Low reactive metal zinc, iron, lead. Moderately reactive. Low reactive metals copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. How to extract this one, sir? Here chemical method is there. This chemical method is nothing but how to extract the metal by using of chemicals. In this method, the powder ore is treated with suitable chemical reagent which dissolves the ore while the impurities remains insoluble in that reagent. Bauxite is an aluminium ore that is refined by this leaching process. In case bauxite is separated from Fe2O3, that means hematite, silica, titanium oxide with the help of sodium hydroxide, which Al2O3 dissolves while the rest in insoluble. That means simply here aluminium oxide Al2O3 is react with the sodium hydroxide. Now what happens, sir? Aluminium oxide react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate. It is further treated with sodium aluminate is reactive with water molecule hydrolysis to form aluminum hydroxide and also sodium hydroxide. Again aluminum hydroxide on heating to form alumina and as well as a water. Okay, it is a leaching process. It is compared to pyrometallurgy. Leaching is easier to perform, require less energy and is less harmful also. This is a leaching process. Thank you. These are the physical methods. Next class we will discuss remaining.